Hello, Lanita, the Scrappy Grandma here, and welcome. This is our weekly Bible reading playlist, and we are in what week are we? 34, week 34. I did miss last week. Rusty and I both had the stomach bug, and I was in no shape to do anything. I pretty much slept all week. So, thank the Father, I'm feeling much better, especially since I have a lot of traveling. My calendar just filled up, and it's crazy. So, so this week's portion is Bamidbar, and it means in the wilderness. And let's say so Bamidbar in the wilderness, the 34th Torah portion opens the book of Numbers and details Israel's journey and organization as they prepare to travel through the wilderness. God commands a census of the Israelite men eligible for military service, arranging the tribes into formations around the tabernacle. Each tribe is assigned a specific encampment and role, highlighting order and discipline in the community. The Levites are counted separately and designated to care for the tabernacle and its sacred furnishings, replacing the firstborn sons for this role. So originally, the firstborn of firstborn son of every family was supposed to be the family priest. But then at the golden calf situation, where so many worshiped the golden calf, and then the tribe of Levi went out and killed everyone who participated in the golden calf. They became the priests now. So the Levites are counted separately and designated to care for the tabernacle and the sacred furnishings, replacing the firstborn sons for this role. Bamidbar emphasizes the themes of structure, preparation, and God's presence among his people as they embark on their journey to the promised land. It serves as a reminder that even in the wilderness, God's guidance and order are ever present. So, and I was reading out of the Torah portion workbook from Agape Love Co. Recommend it highly. It's got several pages to take all kinds of notes. So that's wonderful. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Let's see here. There we go. And it's that one. And it's that one. It takes a few seconds. Hold on for me to. I wish I was technologically smart enough to have this all done ahead of time, but I'm not. So this is how it is. Um, okay. Share. Hopefully that's working. Yep. Oh, maybe. Come on. There we go. All right. So starts in Numbers 1:1 and it goes through Numbers 4:20. So we will begin. A census of Israel's warriors. Adonai spoke to Moshe in the Sinai desert in the tent of meeting on the first day of the second month of the second year after they left the land of Egypt. Okay, so they've been out of Egypt for a year. They've built the tabernacle. They originally did a census before the tabernacle where they did the half shekel and they counted the half shekels and then they had the census. So this is the first day of the second month, which, I wish I knew my months better, but let me check and see. I'm pretty sure. There's a couple of things I want to share about this. So Nisan is the first month, and that was last month. And now we're in IR, which is the second month. Okay, so the second month, so the first day of the second month. So that would have been the first of IR. And he says to take a census of the entire assembly of people of Israel by clans and families and record the names of all the men 20 years old and over who are subject to military service in Israel. You and Aaron are to enumerate them company by company. Take with you from each tribe someone who is head of a clan. These are the men to take with you. From Reuben, Elzer, son of Shadur. From Shimeon, Shalumiel, son of, here we go, gonna have some fun with some names. Tursid Hadai. From Yehuda, Nachshon, son of Aminadav. From Issachar, Nathaniel, son of Tezorah. Anyway, from Zebulun, Elav, son of Helon. Of the children of Joseph, from Ephraim, Elishama, son of Ammihud. From Manasseh, Gamaliel, son of Pedasur. From Benaim, Avidan, son of Gidoni. From Dan, Ashlezer, Achazar, son of Amishadai. From Asher, Pagel, son of Akram. From Gad, Elasaph, son of Deuel. From Naphtali, Arshira, son of Enan. These were the ones called from the assembly, the chiefs of their fathers' clans and heads of the household in Israel. So Moshe and Aaron took these men who had been designated by name. So those were the heads of the clans. And on the first day of the second month, they gathered the whole assembly to state their genealogies by families and clans and recorded names of all those 20 years old and over, as well as their total numbers. Moshe counted them in the Sinai desert, just as Adonai had ordered them. The men 20 years old and over who were subject to military service were recorded by name, family, and clan, starting with the descendants of Reuven, Israel's firstborn. Here are the totals. Descendants of Reuven, 46,500. Descendants of Shimeon, 59,300. Descendants of Gad, 45,650. Descendants of Yehuda, 74,600. Descendants of Issachar, 54,400. Descendants of Zebulun, 57,400. Descendants of Ephraim, 40,500. Descendants of Manasseh, 32,200. Descendants of Benaim, 35,400. Descendants of Dan, 62,700. Descendants of Asher, 41,500. Descendants of Naphtali, 53,400. Moshe, Aaron, and the 12 leaders of Israel, each from a clan, counted the people of Israel by their clans, those 20 years and over eligible for military service in Israel. And the grand total came to 603,550. The Levites are exempted. But those who were Leviim, according to the clan of their fathers, were not counted in the census because Adonai had told Moshe, do not include the clan of Levi when you take the census of the people of Israel. Instead, give the Leviim, the Levites, charge over the tabernacle of the testimony, its equipment, and everything else connected with it. They are to carry the tabernacle and all of its equipment, serve in it, and set up their camp around it. So they are priests dedicated to serving the Most High and the people with from the tabernacle and all of its implements, the ark, there to keep them and move them and set them up and tear them down and do all the things. When the tabernacle is to be moved onward, it is the Leviim, the Levites, who are to take it down and set it up in the new location. Anyone else who involves himself is to be put to death. So this is a strict Levite service, period. The rest of Israel are to set up the camp company by company, each man with its own banner. For some reason, I've always loved this portion, and maybe it's the structure, and I love symmetry and the structure of it, but of the building of where everybody is encamped around the tabernacle. I don't know. I love this. Weird. Anyway, the rest of Israel to set up the camp company by company, each man with his own banner. But the Leviim are to camp around the tabernacle of testimony so that no anger will come upon the assembly of the people of Israel. The Leviim are to be in charge of the tabernacle of the testimony. This is what the people of Israel did. They did everything that Adonai had ordered Moshe. So the Levites camp around the tabernacle and they are to guard, protect, tend, and keep it. Kind of like Adam and Eve were, Adam was, or, commanded to do with the garden. And this is, the garden was the original tabernacle where the Most High met and spent time with man. Now we have the wilderness tabernacle where the Most High is meeting with and spending time with man, and with the priests, and then the Levites are to guard, tend, and protect all of everything that has to do with the tabernacle. 2, arrangement of the camp. Adonai said to Moshe and Aharon, the people of Israel are to set up camp by clans, each man with his own banner and under his clan's symbol. They are to camp around the tent of meeting, but at a distance. Those camping on the east side toward the sunrise are to be under the banner of the camp of Yehuda. Okay, so there's 12 tribes. There's going to be 3 tribes on each side, east, north, north, south, east, west. And there's going to be 3 tribes on each side with the Levites around it. So, and each of the 3 tribes is going to have a master tribe, which is, they're kind of like, they're breaking down the order of things. And so Yehuda is going to be the first tribe in the order of things, but they're also the head tribe of the 3 that are going to be camping on the east of the tabernacle. They are to camp according to companies. By tribe and leader, they are as follows. Tribe chief number Yehuda, Nachshon, the son of Amminadab, 74,600. Yissachar, now Yissachar will be next. Nathaniel, son of Tesur, 54,400. And then Zebulun will be the third. Zebulun, Eliav, son of Helon, 57,400. And total will be 186,400. This is the group to set out first. So when it comes time for them to pack up and move to their next location, Yehuda, followed by Issachar, followed by Zebulun, starts out. And when we get to that portion, it starts talking about how they, we might even be in this one, that the Levites are like, they're packing everything up and they have very specific special procedures, coverings and things to cover the ark and cover all the things to be able to make them mobile and portable. And so while the first of the 12 tribes is setting out, the Levites now are starting to basically break down camp. And so then next, those camping to the south are under the banner of the camp of Reuben. They are to camp according to the companies by tribe and leader. They are as follows. Tribe chief number Reuben, Elzar, the son of Shedeur, 46,500. Simeon, Shemuel, the son of Surshadai, 59,300. And Gad, Elisaph, the son of Raul, 45,650. Total is 151,450. This is grouped to set out second. So, and the numbers here are the total of fighting age men. The 20, and I think it went up to 60, 20 to 60, where they're the warriors. Then the tent of meeting. Okay, so see, they've been breaking down the tent of meeting. So the first 3 go out, the second 3 go out, all these people. Then next falls into line the tent of meeting with the camp of the Levites, with the Levites will set out with the other camps in front and behind. So isn't this so beautiful how the Father does this? 6 of the 12 start, the Levites with the tabernacle, everything goes in the middle, once again protected in the middle. And they will go in the same order as their camps are set up. Each man will go forward in his position under his banner. Those camping on the west are to be under the banner of the camp of Ephraim. They are to camp according to companies by tribe and leader, and they are as follows. Tribe chief number Ephraim, Elishma, the son of Ammihud, 40,500. Manasseh, Gamaliel, son of Pedashur, 32,200. And then Benjamin, Avidan, son of Gidani, 35,400. Total 108,100. This group is to set out third, or let's see, the tent of meeting camp will set out with the other camps in front and behind. Yeah, okay. So then those camping to the north are to be under the banner of the camp of Dan. They are to camp according to the companies by tribe, and leaders there as follows. Tribe chief number Dan, Ashazar, son of Amashadai, 62,700. Asher, Pagel, the son of Okram, 41,500. And Naphtali, Arisha, Areha, anyway, the son of Anan, 53,400, for a total of 157,600. This group is to set out last with their banners. These are the ones counted from the people of Israel by clans. The total number recorded in the camps, company by company, was 603,550. But as Adonai ordered Moshe, the Levites are not counted with the rest of Israel. The people of Israel did everything Adonai had ordered Moshe. They set up camp under their banners, and they set out each according to the family and clan. Chapter 3. These are the descendants of Aharon and Moshe as of the day when Adonai spoke to Moshe on Mount Sinai. The names of the sons of Aaron are Nadav, the firstborn, Avihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. These were the names of the sons of Aaron, the Cohen, the priest, whom he anointed and ordained as Cohen, as priests. But Nadav and Avihu died in the presence of Adonai when they offered unauthorized fire before Adonai in the Sinai desert. And they had no children. So Eleazar and Ithamar served as Kohanim in the presence of Aharon, their father. Duties of the Levites. Adonai said to Moshe, summon the tribe of Levi and assign them to Aaron the Cohen so that they can help him. See, this is, I don't know why I love this portion. I guess because it's just so detailed, and I can envision it breaks down what everything is, how everything's supposed to run. And I love order and symmetry. And so I guess that's why this just, for some reason, I love this one. But they are to carry out his duties and the duties of the whole community before the tent of meeting in performing the service of the tabernacle. They are to be in charge of all the furnishings of the tent of meeting and to carry out all the duties of the people Israel connected with service of the tabernacle. Assign the Levites, to Aaron and his sons. Their one responsibility in regarding to the people of Israel is to serve him. You are to appoint Aaron and his sons to carry out the duties of Kohanim. Everyone else who involves himself is to be put to death. Adonai said to Moshe, I have taken the Levites from among the people of Israel in lieu of every firstborn male that is first from the womb among the people of Israel. The Levites are to be mine. All firstborn males belong to me, because on that day that I killed all the firstborn males in the land of Egypt, I separated for myself all the firstborn males in Israel, both human and animal. They are mine. I am Adonai. So have we dedicated our firstborn to the Most High? I know I hadn't, and have since, yes, but hadn't. And so our firstborn male is to be dedicated. And honestly, everything we have belongs to him. Everything belongs to him. Everything that we have is on loan from him, even our children. Adonai said to Moshe in the Sinai desert, take a census of the tribe of Levi by clans and families and count every male a month old or over. Okay, so all the rest of the tribes, it was 20 and over. Now with the Levites, it's a month old because they are from birth in, in the clan of the priests. Moshe counted them in the manner Adonai had said, as he had ordered. The names of the sons of Levi were Gershom, Kat, and Merari. Those are going to come in down the road too. The names of the sons of Gershom were Livni, Shimi. They fathered their respective clans. Likewise, the sons of Kat, Amram, Yitzhar, Havram, and Uziel. The sons of Merari, Machli, Mushi, and they fathered the clans of the Levites, the Levites. Gershom fathered the clans of Livni, and Shimi. These were the Gershom clans, the Gershonites. Of them, 7,500 males a month old and over were counted. The Gershom clan were to camp behind the tabernacle towards the west. See, we break it down even further. And the chief of the Gershom clan was Eliasaph, son of Lael. In connection with the tent of meeting, the descendants of Gershom were to be in charge of the following. See, I love this. The tabernacle itself, its inner and outer coverings, the screen for the entrance, and the tent of meeting. So like when my friend Gina and I went to the exhibition with the life-size tabernacle, then you'd be able to see, or, you look up a picture online of the tabernacle with the court and all the things. And so the Gershom's family line was to take care of the inner and outer coverings and the screens for the entrance and the tent of meeting. The curtains surrounding the courtyard, the screen for the entrance of the courtyard and surrounding the tabernacle and the altar, all the fixtures and ropes for the items and their maintenance. So that's their duties. That's what they take care of. Kahat fathered the clans of Amram, Yitzhar, Havram, and Uziel. These were the Kahat clans. Of them, 8,600 males a month old and over were counted. They were in charge of the holy place. The Kahat clans were to camp next to the tabernacle towards the south. The chief of the Kahat was Elitzphan, son of Uziel. They were responsible for the ark, the table, the menorah, the altars, the utensils, the Kohanim used when they served in the holy place, the curtain, and everything involved with the maintenance of these things. So they take care of the Holy of Holy and all of the utensils in there. Eleazar, son of Aaron, the Kohen, was first among the chiefs of the Levites and supervised those in charge of the holy place. So Aaron and his sons supervised what was going on, and then the family lines, the clans broke down of who took care of what. Merari fathered the clans of Machar and Mushi. These were the Merari clans. Of them, 6,200 males a month old and over were counted. The chief of the Merari clan was Tuzrel, son of Avishal, or whatever. They were to camp next to the tabernacle towards the north. The Merari clans were assigned responsibility for the frames of the tabernacle, along with the crossbars, posts, sockets, fitting together, all with their maintenance. So all of the wood and poles and the sockets, the thing that held everything up and all of that. Also the posts of the surrounding courtyard with their sockets and pegs and ropes. So if you look at a picture, the sockets are like it's like a foundation. It's a socket. The wood board went down into, it was like a foot, big, heavy foot. They were some bronze and some silver, and it would hold it up. And the pegs, because they'd have ropes with pegs, they were in charge of all of that. Those who were to camp in front of the tabernacle on the east, those who were to camp in front of the tabernacle on the east, in front of the tent of meeting, toward the sunrise, were Moshe, Aaron, and his sons. So the high priests camped at the east, and then everybody else was around it, who were in charge of the holy place. They carried out their responsibilities on behalf of the people of Israel, and anyone else who involved himself was to be put to death. The total number of Levites whom Moshe and Aaron counted by their clans, all the males a month older over, was 22,000. Hold on here. I'm going to pause real quick. All right. Sorry about that. My daughter. All right. So, the total number of the Levites whom Moshe and Aaron counted in their clans, all males, a month older over, was 22,000. Redemption of the firstborn. So here we go. When I was talking about with our firstborn and we to redeem them. So Adonai said to Moshe, register all the firstborn males of the people of Israel a month old and over, and determine how many there are. Then you are to take the Leviim for me, Adonai, in place of all the firstborn among the people of Israel, and the cattle, and the Leviim in place of the firstborn of cattle belonging to the people of Israel. Moshe counted as Adonai had ordered, and all the firstborn among the people of Israel. The total number of the firstborn males registered a month older or over, are those who were counted, was 22,273. Adonai said to Moshe, take the Leviim in place of all the firstborn among the people of Israel, and the cattle of the Leviim in their place of their cattle, and the Leviim are to belong to me. Since there are 273 more firstborn males from Israel than the males of Leviim, in the order to redeem them, you are to take 5 shekels, which is 2 ounces, for each of these. Use the sanctuary shekel, which is equal to 20 gerahs, and give the redemption money for those extra people to Aaron and his sons. Moshe took the redemptive money for those who were born over and above those redeemed by Leviim. The amount of money he took from the firstborn of the people of Israel was 1,365 shekels. Using the sanctuary shekel, Moshe gave the redemption money to Aaron and his sons in keeping with what Adonai had said, as Adonai had ordered Moshe. Chapter 4, duties of the Cohenites. So, duties of the priests. Adonai said to Moshe and to Aaron, take a census of the descendants of Kehat, who are among the descendants of Levi by the clans and families, all those from 30 to 50 years old. So this is telling me that the priest's service is from 30 years old to 50 years old. So they practice and study and learn, and then they're 30, they go into the priestly service. Then once they hit 50, then they retire. I think. Let's follow and let's see. These will enter the core during the work of the tent of meeting. So yeah, there we go. Here is how the descendants of Kehat are to serve in the tent of meeting and deal with the especially holy things. When the time comes, yep, this was the portion I was thinking it was. I don't know why I love it so much, but I do. Like I said, I think it's because of the order of things. When the time comes to break camp, Aaron is to go in with his sons. So Aaron and his sons, so Aaron and the high priest only, are to go in and take down the curtain which serves as a screen and cover the ark of the testimony with the curtain. So the curtain that's in front, they cover it. On that, they are to place a covering of fine leather. On top of that, spread an all blue cloth. Then they are to insert the carrying poles. So it's interesting because I see a lot of times, a lot of it's AI now, but in pictures and stuff, it shows them like literally carrying the ark, but that wouldn't have been the case. The ark would have been wrapped up in these things. They would have been wrapped up first in the screen or, the curtain that was in front of it, between the holy and the holy of holies that covers over the ark, and then fine leather, and then this blue cloth. It gets all wrapped up, and then the pole, and then it's carried so that it's not just the ark exposed; it's covered in, all wrapped up. On the table of showbread, they are to spread a blue cloth and place on it the dishes, incense pans, offering bowls, and pitchers. The perpetual bread is to remain on the table. They are to spread on these things a scarlet cloth, cover them with covering of fine leather, and insert the poles. So once again, all of the gold articles are to be covered with things before they're actually taken out and moved. They are to take a blue cloth and cover the menorah for the light, its lamps, its tongs, its trays, and the jars needed to add oil to it. They are to wrap it and all of its accessories in fine leather and place them on the carrying frame. On the gold altar, they are to spread a blue cloth, cover it with covering of fine leather, and insert its carrying poles. They are to take all the utensils they use when serving in the sanctuary and put them in blue cloth, cover them with fine leather, and place them on the carrying frame. After removing the greasy ashes from the altar, they are to separate a purple cloth, to spread a purple cloth over it. It's interesting there, the greasy ashes, which you would think they would be because they are burning up a lot of fat. Interesting. And place on it all the utensils required for the altar service, the fire pans, meat hooks, shovels, basins, and other utensils for the altar. They are to spread over it a fine leather covering and insert its carrying poles. And when Aaron and his sons have finished covering the holy furnishings and all the holy utensils, when the camp is about to move forward, then the descendants of Kahat are to come in and carry them. But they are not to touch the holy things so that they won't die. These things are the responsibility of the descendants of Kahat in the tent of meeting. So basically, Aaron and his sons go in and prepare everything and have everything covered. Then the sons of Kahat come in and do the lifting, the heavy lifting. They carry it, but they are unable to see it, touch it, nothing. It's already all been covered up by the high priest and his sons. Eleazar, the son of Aaron, the Cohen, is to be responsible for the oil for the light and the fragrant incense and the continuing grain offering and the anointing oil. He is to be in charge of the entire tabernacle and everything in it, including the sanctuary and its furnishings. Adonai said to Moshe and to Aaron, do not cut off the clan of Kahat from among the Levim. Rather, do this for them so that they will live and not die when they approach the especially holy things. Aaron and his sons are to go in and are assigned each one his task. But the descendants of Kot are to go in, but the descendants of Kot are not to go in and look at the holy things as they are being covered. If they do, they will die. All right, so that's the end of this portion. And I wanted to, let's see, stop. Nope, I stopped sharing. I wanted to make sure this is a special portion. Yeah, I'm going to stop sharing for a second. And this is a special portion real quick. I need to go. And where is it? That one. And that's right. Shabbat. Machar Chodesh. So it's a special Sabbath, a special Haftarah. Let me see, where was I going? Oh yeah, okay. I just wanted to get you the basically the explanation of this special okay, so Shabbat, all right. Shabbat Machar Kodesh is a special Sabbath. So this coming Sabbath, next Saturday, falls on the day before the beginning of the new month, the Rosh Chodesh, which I'm actually doing a new moon call on Sunday, which is the new moon of this next month. Machar means tomorrow. Chodesh means new month. So the phase literally means Sabbath of tomorrow's new moon. On that Sabbath, special scriptures are traditionally read that focus on covenant, friendship, and preparation for the coming month, especially from 1 Samuel 20:18 through 42, and then also some in Isaiah 66, 1 through 24. In some traditions, period, there. It serves as a spiritual transition into the upcoming new moon and is often seen as a time of reflection, preparation, and expectation before Rosh Chodesh. So that's one of the things that we've really been learning as we've been observing, like he commanded us to, the new moon celebration, the new month, is each month has its own theme. And it's so fascinating because seriously, every month we physically and spiritually go through that theme of that month for that new moon. We got some crazy stuff going on here. Anyway, okay, so next is I'll share my screen again. Oh, darn. Oh, good. It's still, we're going to go to that one and share. And the next portion is First Samuel 20:18 to 42. There we go. Jonathan said to him, that's Jonathan, that's King Saul's son, who is the best friend with David. Jonathan said to him, tomorrow is Rosh Chodesh, and you will be missed because your seat will be empty. So this is when Jonathan went out and met with David, when David was fleeing from Saul because Saul was trying to kill him. The third day, hide yourself well in the same place as you did before. Stay by the departure stone, and I will shoot 3 arrows on one side as if I were shooting at a target. Then I will send my boy to recover them. And if I tell the boy, they're here on this side of you, take them, then come. It means that everything is peaceful for you. As Adonai lives, there's nothing wrong. So basically, there's going to be, it's the new moon, and they're going to be celebrating it, observing it. And he's going to be missed. David is going to be missed at Saul's table because he's not going to be there because Saul's trying to kill him. And Jonathan, he's like, he can't believe that his dad's really trying to kill, David. And so he's going to kind of feel out the situation and see if it's safe for David or not. And so basically he's telling him, he's going to give him a code here if the next day after he's had the dinner and found out if his dad's truly trying to kill, chase him down and kill him or not, then he'll let him know if it's on this side, you're fine. There's nothing wrong. We're great. But if I tell the boy the arrows are out there beyond you, then get going because Adonai is sending you away. For it, as for the matter we discussed earlier, Adonai is between you and me forever. Jonathan and David had a brother bond of love with one another, and he was there. He was actually going against his father, committing treason, really going against his father to protect David, the truly anointed king. I mean, they were both. Saul was anointed. That's why David, he did not try to kill Saul. He waited for his time to come when the father would rise him up as king and replace Saul. He was not going to be the one to try to replace Saul. So David hid himself in the countryside when Rosh Chodesh came, when the new moon celebration came, and the king sat down to eat his meal. Because it's on it's kind of like it's not really a mini set, but you have a feast. It's a day of celebration. Each new moon, the first day of every month, is a celebration. The beginning of that month. The king sat at his usual place by the wall. Jonathan stood up, and Avner, which was his admiral or his guard, sat next to Shaul, but David's place was empty. However, Shaul didn't say anything that day because he thought something has happened to him. He is unclean. Yes, that's it. He's unclean. So basically, had he touched a dead body or a dead animal or had sex, whatever, he wouldn't be able to show up because he had been, he was unclean. The day after Rohodesh, the second day, David's place was empty. Now we're. And Shaul said to Jonathan, his son, why hasn't Yashi's son come to the meal either yesterday or today? Jonathan answered Shaul, David begged me to let him go to Bethlehem. He said, please let me go because our family has a sacrifice in the city and my brother demanded that I come. So now if you look on me favorably, please let me get away and see my brothers. That's why he hasn't come to the king's table. At that, Shaul flew into a rage, King Saul, at Jonathan and said, you crooked rebel, don't you know that you've made this son of Yishi your best friend? You don't care that you're shaming yourself and dishonoring your mother, do you? Because as long as the son of Yishi lives on this earth near you, nor your kingdom will be secure. Now send and bring him here to me. He deserves to die. So Saul's already found out because Samuel told him that, he's David's been anointed as the king. So Saul's trying to, preserve his family as the monarchy, as the king of Israel, and is supposed to be passed down to his son, his firstborn, which is Jonathan. And he's like, "Why are you friends with him? He's going to take your kingdom from you." And Jonathan answered Shaul his father, "Why should he be put to death? What has he done?" But Shaul threw his spear at him, his own son, aiming to kill. Jonathan could no longer doubt that his father was determined to put David to death. Jonathan got up from the table in a fury. He ate no food the second day of the month, because both because he was upset over David and because his father had put him to shame. The next morning, Jonathan went out to the country at the time he had arranged with David, taking with him a young boy. And he told the boy, "Now run and find the arrows I'm about to shoot." And as the boy ran, he shot an arrow behind him. I'm picturing it and it's making me scared. The kid's out there and he's shooting. But anyway, when the boy reached the place where the arrow was that Jonathan had shot, Jonathan shouted at the boy, "Isn't the arrow beyond you?" Jonathan continued shouting after the boy, "Quick, hurry, don't just stand there." Jonathan's boy gathered the arrows and returned to his master. But the boy didn't understand anything about the matter. Only Jonathan and David understood. Jonathan gave his weapon to his boy and said to him, "Go carry them to the city." And as soon as the boy had gone, David got up from his place south of the stone, fell face down on the ground, and prostrated himself 3 times. And they kissed one another and wept each with the other until it became too much for David. They're heartbroken because they've become brothers, and now this is all happening. Jonathan said to David, "Go in peace, because we have sworn, both of us, in the name of Adonai, that Adonai will be between you and me, and between my descendants and yours forever." Such a beautiful story. All right, and then in the Gospels, it's Matthew 24, 29 through 36. Coming of the Son of Man. But immediately following the trouble of those times, the sun will grow dark, the moon will stop shining, the stars will fall from the skies, and the powers in heaven will be shaken. Then the sign of the Son of the Man will appear in the sky. All the tribes of the land will mourn, and they will see the Son of Man coming on the clouds of heaven with tremendous power and glory. He will send out his angels with a great shofar, and they will gather together his chosen people from the four winds, from one end of the heaven to the other. Now let the fig tree teach you its lesson. When the branch begins to sprout and the leaves appear, you know that summer is approaching, which is super cool. My mom sent me home with a fig tree, and it has its first leaves out now. And so, in the same way, when you see all of these things, you are to know that the time is near, right at the door. Yes, I tell you this, people will certainly not pass away before all of these things happen. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will never pass away. No one knows the day and the hour. But when that day and hour will come, no one knows, not the angels in heaven, not the Son, only the Father. Only the Father knows the day that he's going to be sending the Son back for his bride. Well, thank you for joining me. I realized I forgot to pray us in, so I will most certainly pray us out. I have a very busy schedule coming up. I'm doing a lot of traveling. So I ask you to please pray for my travel, pray for my health, pray for my stamina and my endurance and my immune system as I'm traveling. This week I'm going to Mexico. I come home for a week, and then I'm going to Tennessee. Then I come home for a week, and then I'm going to spend a week with my mom. And it goes, and then a couple weeks later, I'm going to house sit for my friends up in Northern California. And then about a month or so after that is when I go to Israel. So I got a lot of stuff coming up. But anyway, Father, yeah. Father, we just praise you and give you honor and glory. You are all in all. You bless us so abundantly. You have our good in your heart and your mind all the time. You're good for us. Everything that you do is righteous and true. And we thank you for your blessings, for your provision, for your thoughtfulness and your kindness. Father, I pray that you send this out to whoever it is you want to hear it, to teach whatever it is that you want them to learn. This is all for you and your glory, my King. I praise you and give you honor in Yeshua's name. Amen. Thank you again. Yah willing, I'll be doing a new moon call. Man, I should record a new moon. If I have an opportunity, I may record a new moon about the new moon also, but I'll be doing a new moon call in our Agape Love group on Sunday. And then I prayerfully, Yah willing, will be able to do next week's portion Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday of next week. Won't be next Monday because I'm busy Monday. So it'll be next Tuesday. So be blessed. Enjoy reading the word this week. And let me know if you have any thoughts, questions, comments, or anything about this week's portion. I will talk to you soon. Bye.